In what ways would this organization benefit from hiring you? I've always loved being outdoors, and I've worked with my dad from a very young age in the same field, and I think I have a lot of experience and I have the skills to do what needs to be done in a timely manner and to perfection. Describe a situation in which you found your results were not up to your expectations. What happened? What actions did you take? So, I'm a javelin thrower, and in high school, I tore my UCL, and it was keeping me from throwing as far as I could. And there was a lot of pain in my elbow, so I went and saw some doctors. I got a diagnosis, and I went through some pretty extreme rehab to get back to a point where I could start throwing decently again. And I just kept at it, kept practicing, kept going for it, and I ended up throwing pretty far and breaking my old records. And yeah, can you provide an example of outstanding communication skills? Pretty much just me with my family. We've always been so close. We've always been able to talk about anything, and I think that helped me become the man I am today. Especially, I think good communication skills will lead to that. Describe a situation where you worked with a group of people to accomplish a project or task. So I live in a city that floods semi frequently, but the time I'm talking about was this past year. Our downtown flooded, or was starting to flood, and so I was visiting from college, and there was a bunch of people down there, and so we all had to work together to sandbag and tarp the fronts of these buildings to make sure all these stores that are beneficial to the city didn't take any water, and so they didn't get any damage, so they didn't have to close down, and just big part of the city. Tell me about a time where you have been creative or innovative in your work. What was the situation and what did you do? Um, so I'm thinking building natural rock walls has always been difficult, and so it would take a long time. And so I was thinking, how could I do this faster? How could I do this better? And I came up with a way to use this rope and pulley mechanism with the excavator so that you could spin the rocks while you're also moving them with the excavator uh, to put them down. And it really just sped up the process. We would finish jobs way faster. Um, Thank you for interviewing me.